from Arizona to Minnesota. The longtime Cardinal corner agreed to a one-year deal with the Vikings that's worth $10 million. While the Cardinals are losing a former All-Pro, they're gaining one as well, agreeing to a one-year deal with former Bengals wideout A.J. Green. Arizona also adding a Pro Bowl center, sending the Raiders a third-round pick for Rodney Hudson. Who says you can't go home again? 1 year after leaving New England in free agency, linebacker Kyle Van Noy is back with the Pats on a 2-year deal. Van Noy was recently released by Miami. Well, after gaining 1,000 yards from scrimmage in 2020, former Panthers wideout Curtis Samuel is cashing in. He agreed to a 3-year, $34 million contract with Washington. Carolina did bolster its defense, adding former Cardinal pass rusher Hassan Reddick. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
What's in store for your business this week at Staples?
Printing you new signs for the times.
Get back to business with custom printed signs and sales materials. Staples has hundreds of designs to choose from, or just upload your own.
And now at Staples, get 15% off signs, posters, or decals when you spend $75 or more.
Some items printed same day when ordered before 2 p.m.
Save big on custom printing at Staples.
Ends 5/29/21. Exclusions apply. Limit one offer per customer. See store associate or visit staples.com/signage for details.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, sunshine. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's enjoy. Yeah, one of the things I noticed, well, with the time change in the afternoon when I get home, I have some time to actually do some things around the house. Yeah, well, it's still light. Yeah. I don't know whether that's good or bad. I usually get in trouble when I start doing things around the house. I'll break something. Oh, I can fix that. No. Yeah. Anyway, and I noticed as I was out in the front yard late yesterday afternoon, early in the evening, a lot of people out walking, families out walking, enjoying the extra daylight. Well, it's not really extra. It's just tacked on to the end of the day instead of the beginning of the day. And that's always good to see. NCAA men's basketball tournament coming up tonight. Yeah, our first game actually starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And are you ready for this? 2 perennial NCAA men's basketball championships. Yeah, well, 2 teams that, have a long history of being right there in the Final Four. Yeah, UCLA and Michigan State are in what's called the first 4. That means, well, you almost made it, but we're going to let you play anyway. So the Bruins and the Spartans will play tonight as part of the first 4.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So anyway, and like I said, they are, 2 storied men's basketball programs.
I like that terminology, storied.
Yes. Anyway, we've got game. Doubleheader today, doubleheader tomorrow, doubleheader Saturday, doubleheader Sunday, doubleheader Monday. We got basketball coming your way.
Double hitting.
Yes, double dip.
Wherever you go.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Yep. These are the big shots, huh?
These are the big shots. Some of them you may even have heard of. Actor Brad Dourif is 71. He was in Deadwood and Western on TV. Singer Irene Cara, 62. Actor Jeffrey Owens, 60. Mike Rowe of Dirty Jobs and others. He seems very likable. You know who I'm talking about, Gene?
Yeah, I know Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he does. He's a down-to-earth guy. He's been a guest on several programs, and that comes through.
Yes, he's 59. He used to be an opera singer. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay. Singer, actor Vanessa Williams is 58. Actor David Kubit is 56. Actor Michael Bergen, 52. Queen Latifah is 51. Comedian Dane Cook, 49. Actor Sutton Foster, 46. Adam Levine of Maroon 5, 42. Actor Adam Pally of The Mindy Project, 39. Actor Cornelius Smith Jr., 39. Actor Dwayne Henry, 36. Actor Lily Collins, 32. Actor Julia Goldani, 26. Actor Ciara Bravo, 24. Actor Blake Garrett Rosenthal is 17. You ready for local birthdays?
I'm ready for the local.
Here's
best.
your friends and neighbors. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alan Amaya, Alicia Salgado, Alicia Chavez, Bethany Pinheiro, Blanca Jimenez, Bob Miller, Christina Duenas, Ernie Medina, John Caltagirone, Kenneth Plunkett Jr., Martha Marshall, Norma Montoya, Rachel Powers, Alejandro Hernandez, Sylvia Carrillo, Trineth Garcia, Virginia Becerra, Sally Longoria, Maxine Olds, Alexander De Leon, Adrian Castellanos, Lupita Alvarez, and Cesar Mendoza. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, celebrating birthdays, that's a good thing. You know, studies have shown the more birthdays you have, the older you get.
Yeah, I think it works that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the government paid a lot of money for that study, too.
Yeah. I don't think we probably have ended up paying for it yet.
Well, it was on the installment plan.
Yes, $1 down, $1 a day for the rest of your life. I think that's how it goes.
Pretty much, yes. And an extra $100 on your birthday.
Yeah. You pay, not get. But
yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else is exciting? There's lots of things going on. Things are starting to happen a little bit.
Yeah, the phone is ringing some more, and I don't mean robocalls. That's a noticeable
Hi, I'm
difference.
Cynthia. I want to talk to you about your Medicare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I don't mean that kind of activity.
Okay.
And people are calling and talking about upcoming things.
Yes.
Wanting to talk about them. So that's a good sign.
Yes. And, you know, the idea that whatever is the new normal appears to be not that far down the road.
Is the new normal.
All things considered. And by that far down the road, maybe 6 months, but hey, what's 6 months among friends, right?
Yeah, among friends. You took the words out of my mouth.
Okay. We've got news.
We do. County receives a grant award. That's in the news. Wellness Foundation coming up with a story.
Okay. It's heading your way. Right now, it's a look at World in California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. Lock Air, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. President Biden and Vice President Harris will meet with Asian American leaders in Atlanta tomorrow to offer support after 8 people were shot to death at spas there. 8 were Asian women. 6 were, that is. State lawmaker Bee Nguyen.
In Georgia, we have seen brutality and violence against Black people, against Asian people. We have to address the xenophobia, the systemic racism.
21-year-old suspect told police he was trying to atone for a sex addiction. Results due next hour of an EU investigation into AstraZeneca's COVID shot and a possible link to blood clots. The WHO's Hans Kluge.
The benefits of the AstraZeneca vaccine far outweigh its risk, and its use should continue to save lives.
Severe storms that hit the Mid-South on the move. CBS's Jeff Berardelli.
That threat shifts to the east. Places like Columbia, South Carolina, up to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then eventually into places like Myrtle Beach and Wilmington.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Officials looking for unexploded fireworks at the site of that deadly explosion in Ontario Tuesday. 2 people were killed. Ontario Mayor Paul Leon describing the scene.
Windows were bursting and people were crying, obviously. And there was absolute mayhem in the skies.
Debris found scattered on properties blocks away from the explosion site. Officials around California reacting to the recent apparent hate crimes against Asian Americans.
We have to investigate these cases with all resources brought to bear, and we need to make arrests, which we've done that.
San Francisco Police Chief William Scott, Mayor London Breed, they're asking police to increase presence in areas with a high number of Asian residents and businesses. Police teaming up with the local AAPI community organizations, as well as to set up patrols. The happiest place on earth set to reopen next month, but there's a catch. Disneyland reopening April 30th, but at 15% of capacity, and thrill riders will be asked not to scream. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. And now save up to $500 on select Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus special financing on all smart beds, only for a limited time. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, criminal charges have been filed against the Imperial County Auditor. The Imperial County District Attorney's Office has filed criminal charges against Imperial County Auditor Josue Guadalupe Mercado. Mercado has been charged with 1 felony, public office crime, and 1 misdemeanor, disobeying a court order. The District Attorney's Office alleges that Mercado abused his position as an elected official. Imperial County Auditor to circumvent a family court order garnishing his own wages. Mercado is being arraigned on April 16th of this year at 2 p.m. in the Brawley Superior Court. Imperial County has received a $3 million grant from the California Department of Housing and Community Development. George Gale filed the story.
The money is in the form of a community development block grant and is the maximum amount one can receive under the state's guidelines. The grant, originating from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, will be used for improvements to the Nyland Colonia Sanitation District wastewater treatment plant and collection system. The plant, owned and operated under the Nyland County Sanitary District, improvements are crucial to provide an essential service to the Nyland residents. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
In other local news, the number of active COVID-19 cases in Imperial County has dropped to a level not seen in a year. As of Wednesday morning, update from the Imperial County Public Health Department, there are 55 active coronavirus individuals in the valley. That's down from 67 reported Tuesday. The number of deaths attributed to the virus has remained at 684. New cases per day per 100,000 population dropped from 4.1 on Tuesday to 3.43 on Wednesday, while the positivity rate declined from Tuesday's 8.12% to 7.48 on Wednesday. Last week, Imperial County moved into the red tier of the state's metrics for reopening the economy. And with the county metrics remaining low, the orange tier is getting closer. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Gabe and Alma Cordero from Valley Pest Services has been serving Imperial Valley since 1984 for all your termite and pest control needs. They are constantly finding better ways to keep your home, office, and commercial building pest-free. Their vast experience helps promote a healthy and pest-free environment for you, your family, and co-workers. Give them a call for an estimate to discuss a reoccurring service plan. Call Valley Pest Services at 760-355-6655. That's 355-6655. Or you can stop by their new location at 201 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. They're abiding by CDC and COVID-19 guidelines for their service technicians and their office personnel.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the Imperial Valley Wellness Foundation has announced a third round of COVID-19 response funding for nonprofit organizations. The nonprofits that primarily serve the farm worker community of Imperial County may apply for the one-time grants in amounts from $1,000 to $50,000. The application process will close April 2nd of this year. To qualify for the Imperial County COVID-19 Response Fund, nonprofits must serve the vulnerable populations within Imperial County, especially those disproportionately affected by the unemployment and other economic hardships during COVID-19, with preference given to those who primarily serve farm workers. Nonprofits must be a 501c3 or have a 501c3 fiscal sponsor. To date, Imperial County nonprofits have received more than $560,000 from the Imperial Valley Wellness Foundation. The Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center is offering help with the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, and the California Small Business COVID-19 Relief Grant Program. George Gale has more on the story. On Thursday, March 19th at 11 a.m., a real-time demonstration of the application process for the California Relief Grant Program will be held online. Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation's Sean Wilcox, Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center's Jaisel Mendoza, and Marty Jones of CMTC will discuss the program's guidelines and offer tips for uploading necessary documents. Micro grants ranging from $5,000 to $25,000 are available to small manufacturers impacted by COVID-19. Registration is available on the SBDC website. SBDC will also facilitate a webinar series for the Paycheck Protection Program. If you are a small business owner with fewer than 20 employees or are self-employed, there is new information for you, like webinars for Round 4. Nonprofit cultural institutions are held every weekday at 11 a.m. through March 23rd. Round 5 information will be available from Thursday, March 25th through Wednesday, March 31st of this year. Contact Imperial Valley SBDC for more information. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a warming trend will occur today into Friday, with a return to above normal temperatures as high pressure builds across the region. A weak disturbance late in the weekend into Monday will lead to breezy conditions and temperatures dropping back to around normal as early as Sunday. A second weather system may also affect the region by the middle of next week, likely leading to slightly cooler temperatures and another round of limited precipitation chances. 74, the high yesterday, 44 our low. Sunny today with a high near 81. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 52. Light wind becoming west about 5 miles an hour in the evening. Friday will be sunny with a high near 87. Light west wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. Saturday, sunny with a high near 82. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Sunday with a high near 78. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 47 degrees downtown, 61% relative humidity, wind out of the west 7 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality good, Brawley, El Centro, Nyland, Westmoreland, moderate in Calexico, moderate downtown Mexicali, and unhealthy for sensitive groups right at the border. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Last year was crazy. My hours were cut.
I was out of work for months.
I need a better job.
At the Center for Employment Training, study for a career in construction or healthcare. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. Work hard. Be strong.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NCAA men's basketball tournament gets underway today, and we've got a double dip starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've got a doubleheader today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Total of 21 games before we bring you the finals on Monday, April 5th. NBA action. The Pistons top the Raptors 116-112. Nets over the Pacers 124-115. Overtime win for the Bucks. They beat the 76ers 109-105. Kings, they beat the Wizards 121-119. Cavaliers clobbered the Celtics 117-110. Spurs topped the Bulls 106-99. Warriors whipped the Rockets 108-94. Grizzlies edged the Heat 89-85. It was the Nuggets pounding the Hornets 129-104. And the Mavericks, what's wrong with the Clippers? The Mavericks beat the Clippers 105-89.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all the Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in other news, Wimbledon organizers are expecting to have a reduced number of spectators for this year's tournament because of the coronavirus restrictions. The All England Club said today it was remaining flexible as it reacts to changing circumstances amid the pandemic. So what's going on around the valley? Well, Little League signups continue. Imperial Little League signups, well, they're running through today at Majors Field. They'll be there from 5 till 7 p.m. and take all your information with you. Calexico Little League, Imperial Little League will run through Friday. Okay, it's Calexico Little League signups end today at 2228 Polk Avenue in Calexico from 5 till 7 p.m. Friday night football, high school football, wrong time of the year, but they are playing. And tomorrow, it'll be Southwest at Brawley, Calexico at Central, Calipatria at Palo Verde, Hopeville at Imperial, and Vincent Memorial at Mountain Empire as, high school football is being played. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
When my older brother's friends come over, it's always the same. Video games and sugary drinks. All that sugar can't be healthy, but I have a plan.
Hit me with a drink, little bro.
A frosty can of sparkling strawberry lime water. Sweet, but with no added sugar. The only question, will he like it?
Nice.
He does.
Celebrate healthy victories. Get tips at CalFreshHealthyLiving.org. A message from the California Department of Public Health, funded by USDA SNAP, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
It's financial news and a brief look at the weather. And it's all brought to you by Southwest Security, a loan security service protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, jobless claims are still higher than during the Great Recession. A year after the pandemic started, last week, 770,000 Americans filed initial claims for unemployment benefits on a seasonally adjusted basis. It was an increase from the prior week and 70,000 claims more than economists had expected. It was also nearly 3 times as many claims as in the same week last year. And Wall Street, got some issues in the market with tech stocks selling off. All 3 major stock indexes, unsettled. The 10-year Treasury bond yield climbed to a new 13-month high, and that has caused the issues. Right now, the Dow Jones Industrial is up 98 points at 33,113. The S&P 500 down 20 points at 3,954. The NASDAQ at 13,336. That's off 188 points. Gold down $3.40 an ounce. Oil off $2.68 a barrel. No, you're not going to see the drop at the pump. Yeah, the big oil companies don't work that way. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, senior officials from the United States and China are meeting in person today for the first time since U.S. President Joe Biden took office. Progress towards solving major economic sources of strain, including disputes over trade and tech, unlikely. U.S. Secretary of State Tony Blinken and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan will head into the two-day meeting with Chinese counterparts Wang Yi and Yang Jiechi in Anchorage, carrying a whole lot of baggage.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 81, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 52, light wind becoming west around 5 miles an hour. Friday will be sunny with a high near 87. Light west wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. We have 48 degrees downtown, 60% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 7 to 10 miles an hour. Air quality good, except in Calexico and in downtown Mexicali, where it's moderate and unhealthy for sensitive groups right at the border. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes. Southwest Postal, corner of 4th and Heil, El Centro.
If you think figuring out your taxes last year was confusing, man, come on. Wait until this year. To help you figure it out, Kxo AM 1230 and the CBS Radio Network presents Tax Tips 2021. Listen throughout the day for these timely tips to help you get your taxes done. Brought to you by Hacienda Snack Bar and Catering in Brawley, and by H&R Block with offices throughout the valley.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by El Centro Regional Medical Center. We're ready and open to serve your family.
Hour, your home for original reporting. I'm Steve Kaif, and Congress is investigating the uptick in violence against Asian Americans. Tennessee Democrat Steve Cohen.
All Asian Americans who are understandably feeling hurt and afraid right now and wondering whether anyone else in America cares, that Congress sees you, we stand with you, and we'll do everything in our power to protect you.
President Biden will meet with Asian leaders when he goes to Atlanta tomorrow in the aftermath of the mass shootings at 3 spas. The suspect insists he wasn't targeting Asians in the attacks. It was about his sex addiction. Georgia State Representative Bee Nguyen says she has doubts and wants action.
Hate crimes laws are not preventative. They are used in the aftermath as a prosecutorial tool. A hate crimes law does not prevent hate killings.
They're cleaning up in parts of Mississippi and Alabama that got torn up by tornadoes. Sabrina Hargrove says it was a scary scene in Moundville, Alabama.
I hear the tornado is just coming, and oh my God, it was horrible. And my baby, she's just crying and crying and crying.
The forecast calls for more violent weather today in parts of the South.
While more than 24 tornadoes were reported across the mid and deep South yesterday, more severe weather, including tornadoes, will threaten much of Georgia and the Carolinas today. Coastal areas of North and South Carolina face the greatest risk.
That's CBS's Jim Krasula in Greensboro, North Carolina. A Texas man faces weapons charges after his arrest near Vice President Harris's official residence, the Naval Observatory. She hasn't moved in there yet. CBS's Jeff Pegues says Paul Murray had an AR-15, ammunition, and a large-capacity ammo feeding device.
An intelligence bulletin from Texas described Murray as someone
everyone experiencing paranoid delusions, including one that the military and government were after him. He texted his mother yesterday morning that he would be in D.C.
The government says 770,000 people filed claims for unemployment benefits last week. That's up from the week before. Bankrate.com's Mark Hamrick says it's likely things will improve.
We find ourselves armed with hope of not just an improving, but a likely booming U.S. economy this year. Many are or will be strengthened by newly obtained immunity and injections of federal cash, but we aren't quite there yet.
Google says it will invest $7 billion this year and create thousands of U.S. jobs to help the economic recovery, much of it going to data centers that have expanded during the pandemic. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 98 points. The NASDAQ is down 176. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
I love being able to share with our family who's listening how much we all love State Farm insurance. With surprisingly great rates, State Farm has saved us money with our car and home insurance.
I mean, you're my wife. You know how much I love a great deal, so of course I'm going to love the great rates and great service at State Farm. It's good for my wallet and for my family.
State Farm meets my needs, plus I get to control how and what I want for my budget. And I do it all from their award-winning mobile app.
Surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, James, that order just doubled. We got to move fast here.
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Somebody pick up that phone.
Like at Luca's Gourmet Frozen Pizza Company. To operate at scale, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Yet another version of a time-honored superhero is in the works.
Marvel Comics is making way for its first gay Captain America. Entertainment Weekly says Aaron Fisher will debut in the role June 2nd, the start of Pride Month. He'll be part of the United States of Captain America comic book miniseries. Fisher will protect homeless kids and runaways. Creator Aaron Trujillo tells EW he stands for the oppressed and the forgotten. He hopes Fisher will help inspire the next generation of heroes. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A new study says our solar system's first known interstellar visitor is likely a remnant of a Pluto-like world and shaped like a cookie. Arizona State University astronomers say the 148-foot object that showed up on our cosmic doorstep 4 years ago appears to be made of frozen nitrogen, just like Pluto's surface. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
This is an advertisement. Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc admitted in Massachusetts only. Sokolov Law LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Paul J. Morgan, Winter Park, Florida. Greg Hoppy, New Jersey. Michael Bro Gonzalez admitted Louisiana. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. Mesothelioma. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love is likely affected by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today. 1-800-578-2400. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of U.S. veterans and trade workers are at risk for the disease. Nearly $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be able to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-578-2400. That's 1-800-578-2400. 1-800-578-2400.
At El Centro Regional Medical Center, we're ready and open to care for you and your family. We want to assure you that ECRMC is doing everything possible to keep you safe and healthy. As part of these efforts, we now offer the convenience of telemedicine. Skip the waiting room and visit your doctor on your phone, tablet, or computer instead. Don't delay the care you need. Make an appointment today by calling us at 760-482-5000. ECRMC, open to care.
CBS News presented by El Centro Regional Medical Center. ECRMC, open to care.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for
Carroll Buckley.
things he says, and like you can connect to them.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.